Hi, everyone. Welcome back to StoryStream, where we make learning fun and exciting. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest educational adventures. Are you ready to dive into a world of knowledge, explore fascinating topics, and boost your learning skills? Whether you're here to improve your English, understand complex concepts, or just curious about the world around you, you've come to the right place. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between towering mountains and vast, dense forests, there lived a young girl named Alara. Alara was known for her insatiable curiosity and her love for nature. She spent her days exploring the fields, talking to the animals, and dreaming about the world beyond her village. One bright, sunny morning, Alara woke up with a peculiar feeling. She felt a strange pull towards the forest that bordered the village. The villagers often spoke of the forest in hushed tones, warning of its enchantments and the mysterious creatures that resided within. But Alara's curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to venture into the forest. As she stepped into the forest, the air felt different. It was as if the trees were whispering secrets to each other. The sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting dancing shadows on the forest floor. Alara followed a narrow path, her senses heightened by the unfamiliar surroundings. After walking for what felt like hours, she stumbled upon a clearing. In the center of the clearing was a magnificent tree, unlike any she had ever seen. Its bark was silver, and its leaves shimmered with a golden hue. Alara felt a strong urge to touch the tree. As her hand made contact with the bark, she felt a warm sensation coursing through her body. The tree began to glow, and before she knew it, she was enveloped in a bright light. When the light faded, Alara found herself in a different part of the forest. The trees here were taller, and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers. She noticed a path made of smooth stones leading deeper into the forest. With a mixture of excitement and trepidation, she followed the path. The path led her to a beautiful garden, filled with flowers of every color imaginable. In the center of the garden was a fountain, its water sparkling in the sunlight. As she approached the fountain, she saw a figure sitting by its edge. It was a woman with long, flowing hair that seemed to blend with the flowers around her. She wore a dress made of petals and leaves, and her eyes sparkled with a mysterious light. "Welcome, Alara," the woman said in a melodic voice. "I am Lyra, the guardian of this enchanted forest." Alara was taken aback. "How do you know my name?" she asked. "I have been watching over you," Lyra replied with a gentle smile. "I see the purity of your heart and your love for nature. That is why you were able to find this place." Alara felt a surge of happiness. "This place is beautiful," she said. "I've never seen anything like it." Lyra nodded. "This is the heart of the enchanted forest. It is a place of magic and wonder. But it is also a place of great responsibility. The forest is in danger, Alara. A dark force is threatening to destroy it, and I need your help to save it." Alara's eyes widened. "What can I do?" "You have a special gift," Lyra said. "Your love for nature gives you the ability to communicate with the creatures of the forest. You must gather their help to defeat the dark force." Alara felt a mix of fear and determination. She knew she couldn't do it alone, but she also knew she couldn't turn her back on the forest. "I'll do whatever it takes," she said resolutely. Lyra smiled. "I knew you would say that. Take this," she said, handing Alara a small, intricately carved wooden pendant. "It will help you in your quest." Alara took the pendant and put it around her neck. She felt a surge of energy as it touched her skin. "Thank you," she said. "Go now," Lyra said. "Time is of the essence. Follow the path, and it will lead you to the creatures who can help." Alara nodded and set off on the path. She walked for a while until she came across a family of deer grazing in a meadow. She approached them cautiously, not wanting to startle them. "Hello," she said softly. "I'm Alara. I need your help to save the forest." The deer looked at her with wide, curious eyes. To her amazement, one of them stepped forward and spoke. "We know who you are, Alara. We have felt the presence of the dark force. We will help you." Alara felt a surge of gratitude. "Thank you," she said. "We need to gather more allies." The deer nodded and led her deeper into the forest. Along the way, they encountered various creatures, birds, rabbits, foxes, and even a wise old owl. Each one pledged their support to Alara's cause. As they gathered by a large oak tree, Alara felt a sense of unity and purpose. "We need to find the source of the dark force," she said. "Does anyone know where it might be?" The owl, perched on a branch above, spoke. "I have seen the dark force gathering in the Shadow Glen. It is a place where the light does not reach, and the air is thick with malevolence." Alara nodded. "Then that's where we need to go." The journey to the Shadow Glen was long and arduous. The forest grew darker and more foreboding as they approached their destination. The trees seemed to close in around them, and an eerie silence filled the air. But Alara's resolve did not waver. She knew she had to be brave for the sake of the forest and its inhabitants. As they entered the Shadow Glen, a chilling wind swept through the trees. The creatures huddled close together, their eyes scanning the surroundings for any sign of danger. Alara could feel the presence of the dark force, a suffocating weight that seemed to press down on her. In the center of the glen, they saw it, a swirling vortex of darkness, pulsating with a malevolent energy. Alara felt a wave of fear, but she steeled herself. She knew she had to face it. She stepped forward, holding the pendant tightly in her hand. "We're not afraid of you," she shouted. "We're here to protect the forest." The vortex seemed to react to her words, growing larger and more turbulent. Alara felt a surge of energy from the pendant, and she raised it high. A beam of light shot from the pendant, piercing the darkness. The creatures rallied around her, their own strength bolstering the beam of light. The darkness fought back, but Alara and her allies stood firm. Slowly, the darkness began to recede, unable to withstand the combined power of their light. With a final burst of energy, the darkness was dispelled. The vortex collapsed in on itself, leaving only a faint wisp of smoke. The forest seemed to breathe a sigh of relief, and the oppressive weight lifted. Alara turned to her friends, a smile of triumph on her face. "We did it," she said. "We saved the forest." The creatures cheered, their voices filling the glen with joy. Lyra appeared before them, her eyes shining with pride. "You have done well, Alara," she said. "The forest is safe once more, thanks to your bravery and the strength of your heart." Alara felt a warm glow of happiness. "Thank you, Lyra. I couldn't have done it without my friends." Lyra nodded. "Remember, the forest will always need protectors. Keep your heart pure and your love for nature strong, and you will always find the strength to overcome any challenge." Alara smiled. "I will." With that, the forest began to return to its former glory. The creatures went back to their homes, and Alara made her way back to the village. She felt a sense of accomplishment and a deeper connection to the forest than ever before. As she stepped out of the forest and into the sunlight, she looked back one last time. The forest seemed to shimmer with a magical light, a reminder of the adventure she had experienced and the friends she had made. Alara knew that she would always be a guardian of the enchanted forest, and that its magic would always be a part of her. And so, with a heart full of gratitude and a spirit filled with wonder, she set off on her next adventure, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.